I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. La 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 la, la 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 la. I'm actually the Mickey Mouse girl, and Mickey Mouse and Mickey and another.
Minnie Mouse.
Minnie
Yes,
is me.
so you're Minnie Mouse and I'm Mickey Mouse.
Minnie is me. Mickey is here.
Yes, indeed. Another playful little outfit by the most beautiful woman in the world. Of course, her name is Miss Ochin Gracidia Lambouf.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again. I'm like a character of Mickey Mouse, and the Minnie Mouse is me, the biggest mouse, wearing the Mickey Mouse. I always loved that cartoon when I was a little one. And remember, we had to borrow the cassettes, that huge cassettes.
You're talking about VHS video cassettes, I
Yes, yes, oh my goodness. If we start talking about it, this is endless story about the technology, how we used to survive and how much we wanted to see these American movies or English movies, and we couldn't find the cassette because they were on a rent. Oh my God, why did we start? It's very interesting.
Oh my goodness, modern technology. And of course, we're in downtown Paphos. We're going to take you down Bar Street because Bar Street is coming up in the world. It's moving forward with modern technology. So just over yonder, where all the cars are, that is the main Passidonis Avenue. Of course, that is the Almira Hotel, which means you are literally 1 or 2 minutes away from the downtown Paphos promenade. And if you do divert off the main road, of course, you can pop into T&J's Fish and Chips. And rumour has it that that is the greatest fish and chips in the world, not just in downtown Paphos. Next door to that, of course, is a bar that doesn't need much of an introduction, and that is the Memories Bar. Very, very popular bar indeed. Just over there is the Lodge. That's one of the new additions to this area. Of course, it used to be down by the Olympic Lagoon Resort, but they understood that was a little bit too far away from where all the action was. So they relocated literally across the road to the Anemone Hotel. Yeah, and this is the start of the most famous street in Paphos, and of course it is Bar Street.
Yes, and the Bar Street is always beloved place of any age people. The people just come in and see just what is going on in that very beautiful. Once upon a time it was nice, but it will be very, very soon.
It is
again.
getting rejuvenated slowly but
Yes,
surely.
yes.
And right at the very start is the Keg and Barrel. It's been here a long, long time, but for those of you who have been to Paphos over and over, you may have noticed that they've had some improvements. They've removed all of the rear overhanging canopies and redone the terrace and put up some nice canopies or umbrellas, should we call them. So now you can sit there and sup on that pint or two and be entertained by the guys that run the first bar on Bar Street if you're coming from the Passidonis Avenue side. And as we keep on going, yes, there are some darker little spots here and there, but of course it is re-flourishing and coming into life. If you fancy renting a car, well, Pentas Rental is waiting here for you. They do scooters, they do these little, what should we call them, buggies, but these are almost as big as a car. So if you want to go perhaps out into the Camus, this could be one of those special little jeepy ideas that you can rent from Pentas Rentals. And there is their name up in lights. You can find them on the internet, pentarasrentals.com, or of course contact them directly. If you're outside Cyprus, +357, and of course their landline number is 26941965. And there's no doubt about it, the man in charge, Andreas is his name, will make sure you get a very, very competitive deal on cars in and around downtown Paphos.
I have never noticed something is growing up in this street like mushrooms after the rain. I can see the corner bakery coffee. Where did it come from?
Well, it popped up a few months ago right on the corner, and of course it's called The Corner, as we can see. And it is a bakery, a coffee house, a deli, and of course you can even sup on a little glass of wine. So if you come out of the rear entrance of the Anemone Hotel, this is the road that you come along, and you are literally on Bar Street. And there's a building there getting done up. As time goes on, we'll keep you informed and let you know what it is. On the other side of the road, we've got the rear entrance into a kiosk. We've got a nail and hairdressing shop. And next door to that, of course, is a very popular little drinking establishment in downtown Paphos, and of course it's called The Nest. So this is the rear entrance to that little place that's been there since the beginning of time, and it's called The Nest. And of course just over yonder is the Annabelle Hotel. You understand now Bar Street is in a very, very good location indeed. How do you say that word, Giuseppe LaBouffe?
Kulsa.
Kulsa. So this is the Kulsa Restaurant, and this yet again is another brand new addition to Bar Street. So if you want something as simple as a breakfast, a lunch or a gourmet dinner, this is where you might want to come as you start your adventures in and around downtown Paphos. Now I remember a long, long time ago.
You had the same feeling what
when
I thought.
We attacked
when
Bar
I
Street.
nearly break one of my two legs.
Yes.
Yeah?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
There are these strange metal contraptions around some of the trees, and some of the trees have been removed. And back in our early career, shall we call it, when we were coming along Bar Street, Giuseppe LaBouffe literally almost tripped over live on camera.
Was it about
2.5 years ago.
Oh yeah, it was. Maybe more. It's just in the early days, very early days it was. I remember I was telling to the a little amount of family members. Then we had around 50, maybe 60 family members, maybe less.
How things have changed.
And I was talking about how many languages I speak. Proud to say 7. And I'm not boasting, it just comes to me very easy. But also I was telling where I come from in that very video, where I really nearly collapsed. Not collapsed, but
tripped
tripped
over.
Tripped.
Yeah. So this is Bar Street, by the way. On the other side of the road, they are rejuvenating it. Blue Island, one of the local property developers in Paphos, has got big plans to turn that into some luxurious apartments and the odd shop or two. And of course, if you are struggling to buy a pack of cigarettes in Paphos, well, there's a kiosk all lit up like a Christmas tree, and of course it's waiting especially for you. It's also got quite a good gift shop collection, by the way, and of course ice creams and, well, anything you can name it. Perhaps if you're staying in one of the apartments in this area, they've got all sorts of bits and bobs that probably will keep you a little bit of food for that night if you've just arrived and it's that little bit late, shall we say. Now, we come across quite a big bar on Bar Street that has been empty for a long, long time indeed. And rumour has it that this bar is going to reboot up into life pretty soon. So you've got to imagine it when it's all been fully refurbished. But I think that that is going to be a fantastic addition to the downtown Paphos harbour and promenade area, and in particular to Bar Street, because just over there is where it's all full of life. So I think when that one opens up, it's going to drag people further and further along Bar Street, and they're all going to have a spectacality of an evening indeed. Let's have a word with her.
I already hear the music. Hop.
Shall we keep going down Bar Street?
Let me dance a little bit.
She likes
I don't
to
know
dance.
What is this music on about? Something reminds me in an early age.
I think it's
like
Motown music. Drop in the
Yeah.
comments, is it Motown music that's playing in the background? I think it is. So, we've now come to the fully operational part of Bar Street. We've got a tattoo parlour on the left-hand side. We've got the Bubbles cocktail and music bar, and they like to, well, bubble the life out of you and make sure that you get a great, great evening. Across the road, you've got the Le Grand bar. They have karaoke and some special offers. And then, of course, next door to that, you've got the Dracumel takeaway. And this is believed to be one of the best places in downtown Paphos to get a bite to eat. And it is, by the way. They do absolutely fantastic pizza. And on top of that, they've got 2 budgerigars. I know they're not. They're actually parrots, and they are going to entertain the living daylights out of you. But this is the Dracumel eating house establishment. If you want a kebab, if you want some kind of sandwich, this is the place for you. And if you want a pizza, the best pizza in Paphos, there it is. And they're made freshly at the Dracumel eating establishment, and the man in charge is that man. Christodoulos. Yasugumara, you alright? Busy, busy? Always busy. So, if you want a bite to eat, get yourself in to see Chris and get yourself a spectacality of a pizza or a pork kebab or a chicken souvlaki or a burger or something like that. And across the road is Out of Africa. And don't worry, they won't get upset because they own them both. So if you want a fabulous burger, perhaps the Dracula, perhaps the Out of Africa establishment before you go partying the night away or just after you partied the night away. Let's see what Gracila Booth has got to say.
I should say that this area has been developing, and there is no doubt about that. These two beautiful parrots are playing with each other, and they are the attraction of the center of this street. But overall, the vibes of it and everything what is going on, it's quite actionary.
It's an action-packed street.
Karaoke club.
Yeah, Boogie Woogie's is behind us.
Is it Boogie Woogie?
It doesn't open till a little bit later, but this is the Boogie Woogie.
Tracy remembers it.
She's been in there a while. Yeah.
She went there with Matt and Victoria.
And Victoria, yeah.
Tracy, you should tell us what did you sing, please. Otherwise, you're not gonna sing in our bar. No way. You should tell us.
And across the road, possibly, is one of the busiest bars in downtown Paphos. It's known as the Flares Bar. If your name is Lady Sally and you've got a Sir Matt in your life, well, that could be the bar that's waiting, especially for you when you get back on that big bird. Because rumour has it that, well, you and one or two other people love the Flares Bar in downtown Paphos. And there is another new bar about to open very, very soon in Paphos, 15th of March 2025, not that far away. Christmas is coming and knocking. Then it'll be the dowdy months of January and February, and then of course we will crescendo into the spring season, and the Marika and Lounge Bar will be opening, and you guys will all be invited, and we hope to entertain you, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have a spectacality of an evening or two. This is the little church, by the way, on Bar Street. Strange place to build a church, but of course this church was here a long time before anyone thought about opening a bar, and it's a great place, tranquil place, and some fabulous gardens, by the way. So if you are on Bar Street, perhaps pop in, drop a coin or two, and perhaps light a candle in memory of someone that's special to you.
It looks like the moon is flying or swimming through the clouds. How beautiful to observe. That's because clouds are moving. But the moving, and the moon is staying, but it looks like the moon is swimming around.
Floating and swimming up in the sky.
And this one is Dionysus Hotel.
And this is the rear of the Dionysus Central Hotel. Yeah, that's right. Literally on the back end of Bar Street. So for those of you staying in hotels in Paphos, you've got the Anemi Hotel, literally at the start of Bar Street, the Dionysus Central Hotel, which backs onto Bar Street. The Sofiana Resort Hotel is literally a stone's throw away in that direction. So Bar Street is probably going to be a place where you're going to visit once or twice while you are on your adventures in downtown Paphos. Coming up on the left-hand side is the Robin Hood pub. Perhaps if you want a pint in there. On the right-hand side is the Tropical Nights. And then just over here, coming up on the right, is the Alconi Taverna. And that is a very popular taverna indeed. And as tradition goes, it's literally packed to the rafters. Right in front of us, we're going to say a big goodbye in a moment, is the Democritus Restaurant. And that one is very famous for live Greek folkloric dancing. And Sweet Caroline's coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed.
Oh, Sweet Caroline, we would like to say to you, we wish you were here. But I think you're already here, which is very beautiful feeling. And I would love to tell you that we are happy showing you these beautiful places. And overall, would like to say thank you very much for staying with us, loving and kissing you from the bottom. Photo.
Thanks for watching, and of course we'll look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed, somewhere in and around downtown Paphos. And of course, if you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of our complete and utter madness as we take you on our travels and adventures in and around downtown Paphos. And please don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's where you could gift us that virtual coffee or two, or even join us as a superstar member, perhaps like a couple in downtown Cornwall. If your name is Duke Phil and you've got a butterfly loving girl in your life called Duchess Sharon, we thank you very, very much indeed.
Sweet Caroline, oh, 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 la, la, so good.